My name is Melissa Harvey and I'm a single mother by choice. I was pregnant in 2020, 2021, and I had a partner at the time, and I was pregnant with identical twins, and I sadly delivered them stillborn in March of 2021, and it was the most devastating thing that I've ever been through. Couples usually do have issues after going through that type of thing. My doctor said it was like 50-50, whether they would, we would split or stay together, and we ended up going our separate ways. And when that happened, I knew instantly, like, single mother by choice was what I wanted to do, because I'd already thought about it in my earlier years, like around 25. I said, if I get to 30 and I don't have a partner, this is what I want to do. And so when we separated, I was like, no, I don't want to take the time to find another partner and go through the whole process of, is this the person that I want to have a child with? I just wanted to go straight to having a child, so I did it on my own, or I'm trying to do it on my own. I've encountered quite a few obstacles throughout the fertility journey. I was told when I started trying to conceive that I was very, very highly fertile, and I had conceived my sons naturally, so I didn't think that I was going to have any issues. And so they told me, like, my AMH was great, my antral follicle count was very, very high. So I was like, okay, well, I'm, good. And so they had made me believe that I was going to be like 1 or 2 IUIs and it was going to be perfectly fine. So I did not expect the amount of hurdles that I've had to come over in this journey. So, I started out with the IUIs and they were not successful. Purchasing donor sperm, figuring out which donor you want, looking at that type of thing is, a big decision as well. And donor sperm is very expensive. The journey has continued to throw hurdles at me. I expected the IUIs to work, they didn't work. And then I expected, okay, well, I've got to go to IVF. Now IVF's going to work for sure. And then, just to have loss after loss after loss with IVF, it's been a long journey for sure. When I switched from IUIs to IVF, I did thrombophilia testing. So it's called reoccurring implantation failure or reoccurring pregnancy loss testing. And they're testing for blood clotting disorders and things like that. So with that test, I got diagnosed with PAI1 4G4G, which is a blood clotting disorder. I also have MTHFR as well, which is another disorder due to folate. You can't metabolize folate as well as other people, so it needs to be taken in a different way. And so getting those diagnoses was important for my fertility journey because I needed to have injection blood thinners through each of my embryo transfers. And they were still, I was still having these losses. The ectopic was ectopic because the embryo was in the wrong spot. But having a chemical and then having a 8-week miscarriage that was genetically tested and normal was very difficult because I was like, why is my body doing this? When the baby is completely genetically normal. They tested the baby after I lost the baby and they said everything was fine. So why would my body do this is what was going through my head, right? And so then I was like, I only have 1 embryo left, so I got to test for everything before I transfer this last embryo because I can't afford to do any more. So I'm like, this is my last chance. I need to test for everything. And that's where I finally got a diagnosis for something that was going on because for so long I was just in the unexplained category. I was just told, transfer another embryo, transfer another embryo. I wasn't getting really an answer as to what was going on. So getting the immune diagnosis was really like a weight off my shoulders because I finally knew what was causing all of this, but at the same time upsetting because I'm like, oh, now I've got an immune issue that I've got to deal with, right? And so now I'm starting treatments right now to get that fixed. And hopefully once my immune system is under control, then I won't have the same issues that I've been having and I'll be able to have a healthy pregnancy with my last embryo. I've had people say to me like, oh, I don't know how you're going to do it because I can barely do it and I have a partner, or, how are you going to afford it? So I definitely think people have a societal opinion that women can't do it on their own. I've had people say, well, you need a male figure in the baby's life and stuff like that, right? And so I don't believe that. I think that a home needs to be a happy home. And I think that the child just needs to be loved. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Another societal opinion that I've gotten many a times is that if I had a partner, I wouldn't have infertility. And that makes me laugh because, I have endometriosis, I have blood clotting disorders, I have immune issues that I've just found out about. And my body is still my body. Like the equation of adding donor sperm or adding partner sperm is not going to change my body and how it's working. So definitely when people say, oh, like you should just get a partner and your fertility will be resolved, it makes me laugh. I would say that a rewarding side of the fertility journey so far is being able to have made my embryos that I made. I am lucky to have the 4 that I do, and to be able to do this journey has been really meaningful. I didn't think that it was going to take this long, but the friends that I've met on this journey, the doctors that I've developed a relationship with, the knowledge that I've gained, and being able to help other people, that would be probably the most rewarding side of the journey is, people reaching out to me and saying, I'm just starting, what do I need to do, or where do I need to go, or, and things like that, or posting on my comments of my posts saying, how did your, IUI process go? Can you help me with that? Like just people reaching out and being able to share the knowledge that I've gained so far has definitely been very rewarding. We always say it's the worst club, best members, right? Because it's literally that, like everybody knows what you're going through because they're going through something similar and they know how hard it is, so they're so supportive. And when you have friends that might not be, supporting you that day or something like that, you've got someone else to reach out to that knows what you're going through. So definitely, I think that reaching out to support in general, whether it be, the Facebook groups or whether it be the Instagram community or, support groups put on by different places, I think it's really important to have that.